All right, problem number 8. This is going to be a fun one. We got some fractions. So we got negative 1/4 x minus 1/4 y equals negative 4/3. And then our second equation is 2x plus 1/2 y, 1/2 y equals 5/3. Okay, we have two different numbers on the bottom. We got 4 and 3. So the least common multiple between 4 and 3 is 12. So I want to multiply this whole expression by 12. That's going to get rid of those fractions for you. And then here we have two different numbers. We have 2 and 3. Least common multiple between 2 and 3 is 6. So we're going to start out multiplying this one by 6. That's going to get rid of the fraction. Now I'm saying multiply, but what's really happening is I'm dividing this number by 4 and then multiplying what's left. Or you can think multiply and then divide. Either way, you have to do both. So you can say multiply by 1. So 12 times 1 is 12. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3. Or you can say 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then multiply that by 1. Either way, you still get 3. Okay. I like to divide first, so that's the way I'm looking at it. So divide it and then multiply it. Do not multiply top and bottom. That's not what this is. And that's the most common mistake. People want to multiply the top and bottom. Bottom is dividing, top is multiplying. So, new expression. Divide by 4. We get 3. Multiply by negative 1. So we get negative 3x. Divide by 4, we get 3. Multiply by 1, we get negative 3y. This one we're going to divide by 3. We get 4 times negative 4 gives us a negative 16. Alright, multiply by 6, we get 12 positive. Divide by 2, we get 3 times 1 positive 3y. And then divide by 3, we get 2 times 5 is 10. Okay. So here's our new equations with whole numbers. Notice y is already opposite sign if we have done our work correctly. Not always going to be the case, but it's already opposite sign and opposite number. So all we have to do is add these two equations up. So we subtract these, we get a positive 9x. These get eliminated. And then combine these and we get a negative 6. Divide by 9 and we get x equals negative 2/3. Okay, and then from here I'm going to use this negative 2/3 and use one of these equations. Let's use this bottom one because I like positive, and we're going to solve for y. So we have 12. And then we have a negative 2/3 in parentheses plus 3y equals 10. Okay, so this 12 times this fraction is telling me I'm multiplying by 2 and dividing by 3. Either one in either order doesn't matter. I like to divide, make it smaller. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. And then 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Plus 3y equals 10. Alright, so we're going to add 8. Add 8 to both sides. Bring down the 3y. And this equals 18. And then divide by 3. And you get y equals 6. Okay, so if you were to solve this one with the calculator, it would probably give you a decimal. So this would probably be showing up as negative 0.6 repeating, and then a 7 at the end. If you would want the calculator to turn that into a fraction for you, what you would have to do is just go to your calculator and you would have to type in 6's all the way across. Like, you couldn't just type in a few 6's and a 7. Watch, I'll show you. Negative, we'll just do 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a 7. And if I do math, enter to change it to a fraction, it's not going to do it yet. Alright, so what you have to do is do negative, because what 2/3 is actually 6's repeating across the screen. So if you do negative point and then you do 6 all the way across the screen till it goes to the next row, then it will do it. So now if I do math, enter, it shows me negative 2/3. And if I hit enter on negative 2/3, or let me just type in negative 2 divided by 3, the calculator shows you this. So you can't just type in a few 6's. It just rounds the last one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if I do it with 10, if it'll do it. Negative point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 7. So this is the same thing they got. And then math, enter. Yeah. See, it doesn't do it. So I just find it better to just type in 6's across the whole screen for it to convert to a fraction for you, just in case you're using that. So you got to be familiar with what variable or actually converting between decimal and fraction, some of those common ones. Alright, so we got one solution. We have negative 2/3, and then we have y as 6.